so.
Beachfront city. Spent first night.
Yeah, where we spent our first night.
Just reminding the shepherd of the church that the depth of the faith is more important than your personal identity.
Caesarea Phillippi.
Smaller than the land that you carry in your shoulder. It's an excellent reminder for us ordained people to remember that the land is more important than us.
Inside the Coliseum.
But you know better. I know better. You know better, right? I don't have a big butt. He said with this like this big. Don't video that.
Yeah, we rolling and you talking about you.
No, he is.
Oh.
I'm scared of heights.
We don't need any loudspeakers. We still use it in the summertime. We still use it for concerts and theater pieces here. So if you are here in between kind of again, if you go to the area of the Valley of the Queens and the Kings in Egypt, great.
I think they would have used more oxes than that.
The racing area north, the huge area, and this.
The bath area.
Frank.
We'd like to be perfect. Loud voice.
Then do what is right, and God will commend you, for He is God's servant to do good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for He does not.
Crusaders' Gate, leading to the city of Caesarea. The Crusaders built during their period of dominance.
Valley in between the fields. All underneath that.
like nuclear reactors.
This is Nazareth. This is Mary's well, where they would come and get the water. And then we're going to walk down the street to go to the church and have Mass. Little marketplace. Oh, that's cute. You having her? We have to walk 12 minutes. Some more walking. We're right almost there. Here we are. It's the Basilica of the Annunciation, where we're going to church.
Sections upper and lower, lower gallery. We are currently at about 1,000 feet above sea level. We are in a real natural valley, if you wish, of big boys.
For the other groups here with our silence, thank you, the nations about the whole site where we are. But we are going to have the Holy Mass in the area where Our Lady received the angel. So back to the grotto. This happens. All right. Okay, we go in, have some time before the Eucharist for personal prayer.
I confess
Almighty God,
and to you, my brothers and sisters, that I have sinned against you all, in my thoughts and in my words, in what I have done and what I have failed. And I ask Blessed Mary, God himself became a man, was the day that this happened. We celebrate his birth, but this was it. When the angel came and announced that God himself would be here, God himself would walk among us, God himself would now begin his ministry of the forgiveness of sins that began with Adam and Eve. This was the day. And this is literally the place. A place where Mary, a simple woman who just wanted to follow God, said the famous words, "I'm the maidservant of the Lord. Be done unto me according to your word." That's what we're all here for. That's what we live for. Is so that we may be free enough to do what the Lord wants us to do. The beauty of Mary is that she was able to break free from all of those things which cause us to be concentrated on this world, and to say, yes, I will be God's maidservant. I'll do whatever he wants me to do, no matter how inconvenient it is, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how it affects my own personal plans. So we must also be open to the Lord, be open to His will, and really rejoice in the fact that God became man. God became man. It's something that's extraordinarily difficult to understand, something that we can't fully grasp. You know, a mystery, we often think of mysteries as something nobody can know. But of course, a mystery is not something we can't know. A mystery is like a wellspring that we can continue drinking from day after day after day and get something new and refreshing from. It's not a glass of water that we consume. It's a river which we go to every day and receive. That's what it means when God became man, when the Word became flesh. And then we have to ask ourselves, in light of the incarnation, how do we live? In light of the fact that God became man, how have we changed? How do we live? How do we want to be? How should we stand in front of that reality which happened right here and say, I will be a different person because of it? That's for each person to answer for themselves. But the fact that we can have the honor of standing here where the angel visited Mary and where God became man, it must mean something to each and every one of us. And it must mean that we have to do something in response to God's infinite love for us in sending His only Son, knowing that He would die on the cross. And how are we affected by that reality? So we give thanks for the ability to be here. We give thanks for all of those who sacrificed so much to give us this opportunity. And of course, we thank the Lord for His Son and for giving us all that we have. And now let us...
The good news, we have one gospel. How many evangelists do we have? The way it was done is the representation. And of course, you know that's it. And with Mark, we have the lion. With Luke, we have whatever always represent Luke as the gospel. See the ox there? Ox. Yeah? And St. John, we have the eagle. You know figure. That's why we have the human figure to represent His gospel. Mark starts with His gospel. Mark starts His gospel in the desert. John the Baptist in the desert. And
East.
that way.
That way.
Good. Etc. etc. So this side is facing what?
South.
Good. South. Why south? Oh, yes, thank you very much for this presentation. All of it. this floor was built just to give the opportunity for the local Christians and others who come from abroad to use it for different occasions. And you see also the same representations of Our Lady all around. I'd like you to see the main altar. The main altar. What do you read with the portrait on the main altar? The main altar we are. What year was it dedicated? 1964. Thank you. And what did we have in that time? It's church history. Again, Vatican II. And has the shape of what? With your excellent imagination.
Stop.
What shape does the stone have? Try to invert it.
Crown?
Beautiful flower. Lily. To invert it, it's an inverted lily. Very good. And what is the letter which is repeated in there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You read any letter?
The E.
Look again, please.
M.
Second reading, this is an M.
M. Mary.
The initial of whom? Mary. And then downstairs here, immediately down, with 5 minutes. We meet at that door, the northern door. This religion.
I don't know, a bunch of priests came from out there. I don't know what. Nobody cares.
Hey, what is this? St. Joseph Church.
And you see how the Jewish tradition or the Jewish tradition was as a preparation for Christianity. They don't always unification and baptism.
This is supposed to be where Joseph and Mary lived. Stairs that go down. Go up into the church. The Church of St. Joseph.
Guardala for Rosary. Hollywood Rosary, guardala. Queste, guardala.
Oh no. No, that building had great acoustics.
You remember what you said, so. I mean, yeah, how many times you can do this?
Sharon says she likes it. Well, you did awesome.
That building was very well built for acoustics.
Some of them was hammered rocks in the backside.
They were, what happened?
And I said, I know Father can hear that. He's trying to talk about it.
what they did was, about 20 years ago, they made a mistake and put a sealant on some of that stuff. Well, that holds in the moisture, and that's making it deteriorate. So they're chipping off a little layer to get the sealant off.
It's the same stuff we put on like our travertine and stuff.
So with rocks, though, they're supposed to be able to breathe, and with that sealant, it couldn't breathe, so it's beginning to deteriorate. So those people were back there chipping off a layer of it.
A lot of this stone around here, I know what it is. It's a lot of it's called looters, and some of it's calico, and a lot of lime. Yeah, that's just stone. I can look at it. 30 years, I can.
So you know those really nice houses right across from the hotel? How much do you think those cost about? Well, just movie stars.
Going to say something about our scriptures and history.
Yeah.
And I hope that you have the time to listen to me. Unless you don't want me to give any detail, I will be very happy I sleep in the bus. We had a very good question. As we were visiting the Church of the Annunciation about Jesus in his town, we didn't go to the synagogue. You remember that Jesus also, after his baptism, he came back to his own town, Nazareth. And he entered the synagogue. He was offered the book, the Bible, and he read the prophecy of Isaiah. And then his faith is in the hands of the Pope and the councils. Of course, the Holy Father being the last decisive voice about it. So with the Reformation, then again, claiming that everybody was given the spirit of interpretation, and there's no need to say just in the exclusive hands of the council or the church authority. New translations came, and we started to have, I'm really sorry to say, catastrophes with our translations. They forgot that we are speaking about the East. We are at Cana. This is the town of Cana, where the first miracle took place. We'll be coming back on our way back from the Banias to Nazareth. So we need to remain within the context where these words were used and never mix up things. You know that today in American English we have some words used in a different meaning from the one they were used last century. So this is what we call in our studies etymology and philology. Etymology means the root of the word, brother. And so far, to say nephew in Aramaic and Hebrew, we use the word my little brother, but still a brother. The Messiah is expected to be one son of David. What does it mean to be son of David?
Lineage.
Thank you. Lineage, and is exclusively sent to the sons of Israel. No, thank you. Near Jericho. No, this is not the area.
This is where he walked across.
This is just, I promised to point out the shortcut road between Nazareth and Tiberias. Otherwise, you have to go beyond the tower that you see there. You see it on top?
Yeah, it's way over there.
That's right, but this is the shortcut between Nazareth and Tiberias. Wadi al-Hamam, we call it today. That we just read now. They call him Son of David. It's a town in Israel. This is the highest fanatic and most orthodox groups expecting the Messiah always to come as individual, and they believe that the Messiah would start the fish.
Sea of Galilee.
No, good eye.
Sure.
So the sea is down and the bridge is here. Please look at the bridge. Sorry, and you see what's down?
It looks like an old Russian. It's an artillery piece, not a tank.
Oh.
Russian?
Sea of Galilee.
I think it's a
Well, we can see of it.
Just to the right, on top you have the building, you see it? Then Hatzor. Then, what's the meaning of Tel in archaeology? Where we discovered many layers of destroyed and redestroyed towns. This is the web Tel archaeology, sorry. So the Hatzor is one of the 3 fortresses built by King Solomon in the country during his reign. The Hatzor is the northern fortress as the first line of defense against the Babylonians coming from the hill there. The area where we have trees, we have a very nice, sweet, strong water. And Solomon built a fortress in here, the northern one, Hatzor. Later on, one of the kings of Israel will also dig a tunnel underneath the town, besieged by the Assyrians to join the spring of water. And all, you see, they were very clever. They didn't need to attack or to kill. They just besieged the spring of water, and after 2 or 3 weeks, the population had to surrender. We need water. The first fortress in the north, the second one that being north, between again the Kiryat Shemona and Tiberias. This is the longest road in the country, starting at Betula, on the Lebanese borders, and ending at Eilat in the south. You have on the map, you have road number 90, and really the longest in the country, between
Banias. This is Banias, or Caesarea Philippi. The excavation where they found it underneath.
Decorated who is this to?
This is Caesarea Phillippi.
What?
Teaching them in Galilee?
3
years. 3 years. 3 years of ministry. We are going to see Capernaum tomorrow, where he made out of Capernaum.
This is where Peter got his name. Simon got his name Peter. And the Lord said, "On this rock I'll build my church."
It doesn't look too bad.
Just be careful, it's rocky.
Bring up the rear.
Bring up the rear.
Rod? No.
Huh?
Do you need a hand?
Not yet.
My mom wants to phone.
Repeat what I said on our way through Kiryat Shemona. You remember the name of the town of the 8, 7 plus 1.
Oh, yeah.
7 sons.
7 sons as the mother. They were
Simona
killed
or
because of their faith. Back to the Hellenistic times, back to the period before the Romans. We have already the Greek mythology present here, worshipped here. And look please at the grotto now. See the big one? To the right, the gentleman with what color is that, the shirt that's for shirt here? Something that you see the big hole in the rock, and up, what do you see?
The little grotto.
Over the niche. You see it?
yes.
You see that? This is the Pan altar.
A barn what?
Altar.
Altar.
Worship Pan. It was worshipped there. And when you go there now, we will read the inscriptions in Greek. You move on to the right, please. Lower part. You see another niche now. That one to the more right down. You see it?
Got it.
See that now? 3. You continue there with the gentleman is standing with the black shirt.
Oh.
Straight behind.
Oh.
Another one.
Okay.
To the right again, more. And so on. So there's one a little bit broken, exactly 12 o'clock facing us. Small one in the road. All these niches. Now we are going to see a bit of these gods, not all of them, so please, those who stand here will be gods now. Never mind. Minerva, and the God who represents all Roman gods. Who is he? Jupiter. Okay. Back to Caesarea. We said that in Caesarea. But I told you you have the right to forget.
Caesar, son of God.
Thank you very much. Caesar, God, son of God.
Give the man a cookie.
Okay. And they moved all these gods, no more status for them here. And they replaced everything by a new god to the left. We don't see it from here, but when you go there, please, you will see the area, the place of Caesar, son of God. Just next or left to the grotto that we see now, to the cave that we see. Then we come back now to our context and to our text. The child, kid, or the goat. We changed the name, and now Philip, son of Herod the Great, is here. Going to build a palace up on the plateau here, on top, and the town will be named after him, Caesarea Philippi, Caesarea Philippi. Okay? So Jesus knows that we have a place in this area where God's handmade gods are worshipped, where we have the titles of God or Son of God worshipped. It's time to come with the disciples and say, who am I for you? So the answer, and Simon is coming with a spontaneous answer, saying what? You are Christ, the Son of the living God. If we follow together, and I hope so, tell me what is the only word that Simon, added in this area. Living. Thank you again. Living. Are the Son of the living God. Which means that all these gods here cannot produce land, cannot give land. You are the only one. And this is why Christ is telling him, it's not you, son. God, my Father. You are the rock. To Petrus, this is where the word Peter comes from, the rock. And up on my rock I
build my church.
Aha, God bless you. This is the first time our Lord is pronouncing the word church. First time. Where Banias, God's human made, are to be reconsidered. The only Son of God, of the living God, is Christ himself. And Peter, inspired by the Spirit, God said, you are the one.
Didn't he say Caesar? Was it to the left of the cave?
No.
Huh?
Out of the way.
They're trapped.
Look at all the eggs everywhere.
Look at these fish.
I know, right?
Golly.
Oh, they all get size.
You know how Chinese fish, they get a grenade and chuck it in the water.
Oh yeah.
That's how they fish.
And then they all come flying up.
Yeah, then they go pick them up.
Yep.
God, that's